Hello dear students, let's start with the second session of chapter Food, Where Does It Come From? Of Class 6 Science. This is the diagram showing the parts of a plant. A plant has two main structures. One is the shoot system and the other is the root system. Shoot system is the part of the plant which is above the soil. Root system is the part of the plant which is inside the soil. Shoot system has various other parts like flower, fruit, stem, leaf, bud. There are some nodes and internodes also present. Node is a place from where a new leaf or a branch of a plant arises. The distance between two nodes, node 1 and node 2, is called internode. So internode is the part of the stem which is between the two nodes. So if this is node, this is node, this is internode. Root system has basically two parts. One is the primary root. This is the primary root, or you can say the taproot. And arising from that primary root are the secondary roots. Secondary roots are the roots that arise from the primary root. You all have to draw a well-labeled diagram of this given in your textbook, that is NCERT book, on page number 3. So you will write the question in your notebook and you will practice drawing this diagram in your notebook. Activity for the day is that you have to identify the edible part of some plants. Edible part means eatable part. Any part of the plant that is eatable, that is called edible. So you are going to give me the answers for these. Mustard is the first plant that I have written here. So mustard seed is also edible and mustard leaves are also edible. So we have two edible parts of a mustard plant. Likewise, banana. Fruit is also edible, flower is also edible. If you remember in session 1, we had seen the flower of the banana and I told you that it's the edible part of the banana. Pumpkin likewise, fruit and flower both are edible. For sunflower, I want you all to think, coconut, I want you to think and give me the answer in the next session. So, out of all these, you are clearly able to see that these three plants are the plants which have more than one part as edible. Like if you just take the example of sunflower, in sunflower the seed of the sunflower plant is edible, and that too the oil is extracted from the seed and that oil is edible. So in sunflower no other part of the plant is edible, it is only the seed. Coconut, if you just think, coconut also only seed is edible. The rest any part of the plant is not edible. Whether you look into the stem or you look into the leaves, none of the part is edible. So only one part is edible in these two. But the upper three examples that you see are the examples of some plants which have more than one edible part. So this can be asked as a question also in exam, that you name or give examples of two plants in which we find two or more edible plants. So the answer would be mustard, banana plant, pumpkin plant, etc. This is an activity to show how sprouts are formed, or you can say to observe the germination of a seed. You just have to take some moong seeds and you have to overnight put it in the water. After around 6 to 10 hours of soaking, you will take out the seeds and you will keep it in the vessel wrapped in a wet piece of cloth. So maybe after 3-4 hours you will be able to see small white structure growing out of the seed, which is called a sprouted seed. So we need to know the definition of sprouted seed and sprouts. Sprouted seed is a seed which a small white structure grows. Sprouts are germinating seeds, are called sprout. Let's go to the next question. Activity to find out the sources of the following ingredients. See, I have not drawn the table here. NCERT table 1.3. You can find it on page number. It is on page number 2. That table you have to write down the sources of the food they are obtained from. Like we all know what are the source, like if I write seed, you know seed or if you write jeera, you know it is coming from the plant, so you know the answer. But I want to give you or highlight here over for salt. If ingredient is salt, what is the source? Seawater. If ingredient is sugar, what is the source? Sugar, cane or beetroot. If water is one of the ingredient, what is the source? Freshwater bodies. I want to just give importance to this point, that apart from the sources that we have studied from plants or we are going to study for the animals, there are still some sources which are not from plants or animals but are from, like from sea. The salt is coming, water, the freshwater bodies. So please complete table 1.3 from the Ncert. Now we start with the second part of the chapter, that is the edible animal products or the food that we obtain from the animals. The first food, everybody knows, milk. Milk is obtained from milch animals like cows, buffaloes, goat, camel, etc. And we treat milk as a complete food. Why? Because it is rich not only in proteins, it is rich in fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals. If you see, all 5 important nutrients are present in milk. So that's the reason that we put milk into a category which is said to be complete food. And now I hope you understand why your parents are behind your life to drink milk twice a day. Because it is really a nutritious food. So next time when you say no to milk, just think of how much of nutrients are you going to get out of it. So milk is obtained from animals, cows, buffaloes, goat, camel, etc. It is rich in protein, fat, carbohydrates, vitamins and minerals, and it is said to be a complete food because it has all the nutrients in it. After that, the products that we can form out of the milk are called dairy products. So the products which can be made from milk are called dairy products. And examples are paneer, cheese, cream, butter, curd, ghee, etc. All these are dairy products. Why? Because they are obtained from milk. The second, this is the picture which shows again the same dairy products: butter, cheese, cream, ice cream, milk, yogurt. All these are dairy products and made from milk. Next is eggs. Eggs are laid by the birds, and some of the eggs that we are taking in our diet are of hen and duck. There are eggs being taken for ostrich also, but most commonly we take eggs of hen and duck. The eggs are rich in proteins, and the animals of course are hen and duck. Third food that we obtain from the animals are meat. Any flesh that you eat of any animal is called meat. We get it from hen, duck, sheep, goat, pig, cow, etc. So any flesh that you are eating of any animal, that is regarded as a meat, and meat is the edible food that we obtain from animals. I have made seafood as a separate heading, but you can put it in meat also. The food or the flesh that is eaten, that we get from the animals that live in sea, like fish, prawns and crabs, that is called seafood. So they are also in a category of meat only. After that, the next food that we get from the animals is honey. Honey is really important. 3 important points to be kept in your mind. 1, that honey is obtained from the honey bees and not from butterflies. Some of you do this mistake often in your answer sheet, that you write butterfly when you think of honey. So you are going to write honeybee. Honeybee gives honey. How the honey is formed? Honey is formed by the nectar that honeybee collects from different flowers, and then it mixes that nectar in its mouth with the saliva. Saliva, you know, saliva is the secretion in your mouth also. You also have saliva in your mouth. Likewise, the honeybees have saliva in their mouth, and the saliva has some enzymes which will then change nectar into honey. So I am repeating, nectar. What is nectar? It's a sweet juice of flowers. So the nectar is taken by the honeybee, is kept in the mouth of the honeybee, and allows the mixing of saliva with the nectar. Saliva has some enzymes. These enzymes will react with the nectar to change nectar into honey. And once honey is formed, the honeybees will go and store it in honey beehives. The honeybees will go and store the honey in bee hives. So the next is, this is it. This is the last slide that shows the food that are obtained from from animals. The food that are obtained from animals, we have 5 of them. One was milk. Then we had done in that dairy products. Second was egg. Third was meat. Fourth was seafood. And fifth is honey. Now we start with the last part of the chapter, which is that we are categorizing the animals on the basis of their eating habits. So if we look into the animals, we are done with the humans. Now we are looking into the animal kingdom. So if we see or observe animals, how are they eating, then we categorize these animals into 3 groups: herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Herbivores are the organisms that are, obviously the word also tells us, that are eating or depending upon herbs. Herbs means plants. So all the animals that eat or feed on plants are called herbivores. Animals that feed on flesh or meat are called carnivores. And the animals that feed both on herbs and on flesh are called omnivores. So in short, if we write, herbivore are the animals that almost eat only the plants. Carnivores are almost the animals that eat meat. And omnivores are the one that eat both plants and meat. This triangle is depicting you the producers and the consumers. Of course, we know only one producer is present on the earth, and that is plant. So plants are at the base of the triangle, showing that they are the largest in number. And then plants are becoming food of herbivores, means herbivores are dependent on the plants directly to survive. Whereas carnivores and omnivores directly or indirectly depend on the plants, because some of them are going to eat only the animals, that is the herbivores, and carnivores are going to eat both plants and herbivores. Let's just quickly wind it up by writing the definition and examples. Animals which eat only plants are called herbivores. The other name given to them is grass-eating animals. And examples are cow, sheep, goat, deer, buffalo and camel. Carnivores are the animals that only eat meat or the animals. They are also called flesh-eating animals. And tiger, lion, jackal and vultures are the examples. Omnivores, animals which eat both plants and animals, are called omnivores. Human beings, crow and bear are all examples of omnivores. Thank you for listening so patiently. I hope that you go through the NCERT book and read the chapter thoroughly.